Don't Let Go, written by Harlan Coben. Read to you by Sheldon Romero. Daisy wore a clingy black dress with a neckline so deep it could tutor philosophy. She spotted the Mark sitting at the end of the bar, wearing a gray pinstripe suit. Hmm, this guy was old enough to be her dad. That might make it more difficult to make her play. But then again, it might not. You never know with the old guys. Some of them, especially the recent divorcees, are all too ready to preen and prove they still got it, even if they never had it in the first place. Especially if they never had it in the first place. As Daisy sauntered across the room, she could feel the eyes of the male patrons crawling down her bare legs like earthworms. When she reached the end of the bar, she made a mild production of lowering herself onto the stool next to him. The Mark peered into the glass of whiskey in front of him as though he were a gypsy with a crystal ball. She waited for him to turn toward her. He didn't. Daisy studied his profile for a moment. His beard was heavy and gray. His nose was bulbous and putty-like, almost as though it were a Hollywood silicone special effect. His hair was long, straggly, mop-like. Second marriage, Daisy figured. Second divorce, in all probability. Dale Miller. That was the Mark's name. Picked up his whiskey gently and cradled it in both hands like it was an injured bird. Hi, Daisy said with a much practiced hair toss. Miller's eyes slid toward her. He looked her straight in the eyes. She waited for his gaze to dip down to the neckline. Heck, even women did it with this dress. But they stayed on hers. Hello, he replied. Then he turned back to his whiskey. Daisy usually let the Mark hit on her. That was her go-to technique. She said hi like this. She smiled. The guy asked whether he could buy her a drink, and, well, you know the deal. But Miller didn't look in the mood to flirt. He took a deep swallow from his whiskey glass, then another. That was good. The heavy drinking. That would make this easier. Is there something I can do for you? He asked her. Burly, Daisy thought. That was the word to describe him, even in that pinstripe suit. Miller had that burly biker Vietnam vet thing going on. His voice a low rasp. He was the kind of older guy Daisy found sexy, though that was probably her now legendary daddy issues rearing their insecure head. Daisy liked men who made her feel safe. It had been too long since she had known one. Time to try another angle, Daisy thought. Do you mind if I just sit here with you? Daisy leaned a little closer, working the cleavage a bit, and whispered, There's this guy. Is he bothering you? Sweet. He didn't say it all macho poser like so many D-bags she had met along the way. Dale Miller said it calmly, matter-of-factly, chivalrously even, like a man who wanted to protect her. No, not really. He started looking around the bar. Which one is he? Daisy put a hand on his arm. It's not a big deal, really. I just feel safe here with you. Is that okay? Miller met her eyes again. The bulbous nose didn't go with the face, but you almost didn't notice it with those piercing blue eyes. Of course, he said, but in a cautious voice. Can I buy you a drink? That was pretty much all the opening Daisy needed. She was good with conversation and men. Married, single, getting divorced, whatever. Never minded opening up to her. It took Dale Miller a little more time than usual. Drink 4 if her count was correct. But eventually, he got to the impending divorce to Clara. His, yep, second wife who was 18 years his junior. Should have known, right? I'm such a fool. A drink later, he told her about the 2 kids, Ryan and Simone, the custody battle, and his job in finance.